Hey, good afternoon, everybody. How y'all doing? This is your boy Rob Thomas Jr. with a special Veterans Day announcement from the Real News Behind the News. Oh yeah, today is Tuesday, November the 11th, 2020. And first and foremost, I'm gonna give a disclaimer. I'm not here to judge any individual on their choice for joining the armed services of the United States. I was a member of the United States Navy, and during my time, I had a little fun. I got to see a lot of things. But at that time when I was in the Navy, that's when actually Desert Storm broke out. And when they told us that we were basically at war, I was never scared because I'd been in war on the streets many times. I was never scared. Hold on, y'all. Sorry about that. I was never afraid. But I started doing a little reading, and then when I seen what Muhammad Ali said and how he stood up against the system that wanted him to go overseas to a foreign country and murder innocent civilians, innocent people, I started to think. And it really kind of messed my head up. Make a long story short, in my case, I told him, excuse my language, fuck that. Hey, Michael J. Walters, how you doing? Happy Veterans Day. Yeah, to all those people who went out and served. This is not a judgment on you, but just the other day, I was talking with another veteran from the military. Now, this young lady is fucked up in the head. She gets a check every month from the military because she's screwed up. And she's constantly talking about how many people she killed. And I'm like, do you think that has anything to do with why you so fucked up in the head? And what you all got to realize, I'm finna give y'all a fact. Do y'all realize in America, veterans have probably the highest suicide rate in America? You know why? It's because when we sign up for the military, we're told that we're serving our country. We're doing a great duty. We're bringing democracy to other countries in the world. Well, just go look at Libya. Look at Iraq. Look at Syria. Look at all the countries that the United States has brought democracy to at the point of a gun through the military. And they are in rubble. They're in shambles. And basically what happens is your corporations, namely the oil companies, the pharmaceutical companies, and those of the military industrial complex, they need what is called perpetual wars, meaning never-ending wars, because that way they can keep building missiles and bombs, and places like Northam and Raytheon can continue to get paid. Now, I know this message is not going to sit well with a lot of veterans, but hey, the truth is what it is. Let me ask you all a question. How many of your comrades died over in Iraq or Afghanistan? How many of your comrades died? How many people did you shoot and kill? And what was that for? Quote unquote, the so-called bring democracy to these countries. No, it was over there. You were nothing more being used as nothing more than a kick door man to go over there and steal natural resources from other countries. I'm saying this, and it's you know, a lot of people say, well, it's inappropriate to do it on Veterans Day. Why is that so? When veterans are some of them are amongst the highest group of people that's homeless here in America. When veterans has the highest suicide rate in America. And again, the reason why these veterans are coming back, killing themselves at the rate that they are, is because a lot of them have went overseas and murdered innocent people, innocent women and children. Do you realize the Air Force right now is having a problem with getting drone pilots? Because the drone pilots, these are the pilots who sit back at an Air Force base in a bunker and with a joystick from a video game, fly weapons of war to drop bombs on other people in other countries. Do you realize the Air Force is having a problem with the people that's already drone pilots retiring, and nobody else really wants to take their job because you're bringing death to other countries and innocent people. This is why veterans are killing themselves. Now, I can take it back to the Bible. Goddamn, that girl fine. Oh, excuse me. I can go back into the Bible and show you how. They call it post-traumatic stress. But the truth is, it's really a guilty conscience for killing all these innocent people in the name of these corporations, because it's not done in the name of democracy. We don't even have a democracy here in America. So how the hell are we going to be taking democracy to Afghanistan? Let me ask you a question. How could somebody that's living in a tent in the middle of the fucking desert be a threat to you here in the United States? Nobody stops to think about that. But they tell you, we had to go over there and fight them so they would come on. Man, come on. These people can't come over here. If they could, you would be seeing all kinds of terrorist attacks. No. Our veterans, our military is nothing more than the kick door men for your corporations. Whenever we see some oil in the country, they're going to send the military in to go over there and take that oil. Whenever you see gold, diamonds, or any precious natural resource, like in Afghanistan, they tell y'all it was all about the Taliban and all that. Do y'all realize before the United States went in there, the Taliban had almost eradicated the opium trade in Afghanistan? But once the United States went into Afghanistan, opium distribution around the world multiplied by 1,000%. So my heart goes out to a lot of the veterans, but according to the Bible, when the children of Israel went out to fight these wars, God told them to go down to this city and I want you to destroy everything. Even the babies, even the animals, everything that had breath in his body. God told the Israelis to go down there and kill them. Now, when they finished that war, God told those soldiers, you cannot come back into the city until you sit out in the outer gates of the city for a year. You know why they had to sit out in the outer gates and they couldn't come back into the city? Because they had to deal with what we call today post-traumatic stress. They went down there and killed all these innocent people, y'all. So God himself told them, you cannot come back into these cities because you are murderers. Now let me show you how the game go. A lot of these cats come back. They fucked up in the head because they went and killed all these innocent people. And guess what? Guess the first job they get when they come back to Freeport, most of them. Come back to America. Police officers. Then you wondering why they're shooting people down in the streets like they are, because in a lot of cases, you have mentally ill motherfuckers who went over there and killed all these innocent people in the name of democracy, and they can't deal with it rationally, because when you kill an innocent person, man, that plays on you psychologically. So now you putting a lot of these mentally ill police officers who come back from these illegal wars, because I don't give a fuck what nobody tell you. Every war that we're involved in right now throughout this world is illegal. Literally. Congress has not authorized. The only one that Congress might have given authorization for is the war in Iraq and Afghanistan. But those are illegal wars. Because in Iraq, let me tell you the real reason why they went to Iraq. It wasn't because Saddam Hussein is a dictator and a tyrant. Hell, your president, your governors, your prison wardens, these are dictators and tyrants. No, Saddam Hussein was going to take his oil off the petrodollar and sell it to the Europeans. The real reason why they went into Afghanistan is because the Russians was going to put an oil pipeline through Afghanistan to get them easier access to Europe. Plus, the big plus, is they were dealing opium. So we are sending these soldiers over there, telling them that they're going over there to fight for freedom. Well, we as black people know ain't no motherfucking freedom in America. Ever since we came out of slavery, we still been slaves in one way or the other. Whether it been through sharecropping, Jim Crow, and even now through the private prison system. So don't come giving me that bullshit talking about we bringing democracy to these countries. No, you're bringing death, destruction, chaos, and terror to these countries. A lieutenant colonel from Barksdale that was retired said the exact same thing. Anybody that's been in the military, they will try to put it in the back of their mind, but you know, they know damn well 3/4 of the people that they went over there and murdered had nothing to do with 9/11. Think about this. In 9/11, they tell us that 19 hijackers hijacked the plane and ran it into the building. 17 of the 19 hijackers were from Saudi Arabia. Why the hell did we go and invade Afghanistan and Iraq? See, this is the game that they play. And again, I'm not criticizing the individual soldier because he's just doing, quote unquote, his job. But if your job is to murder innocent women and children, don't you think you need to find a new career choice? So the truth is what it is, and again, I'm not trying to dampen your Veterans Day celebration, because if you went to these illegal wars and you made it through, hey, I commend you. But there's no way in the world I would allow my son to join any branch of the armed forces. That's what it is. That's what the young lady, when I had the conversation, and I told her, do you realize why you so fucked up in the head? Because you're talking about the 40-some people that you killed. You're having dreams and nightmares, because out of them 40-some people, probably 38 of them was innocent civilians, man. But you were just, this is what she said, Brother Harry, I was just following orders. What the fuck? I mean, you were following orders, and somebody... My dad didn't let me. Exactly. I can't let my son in good company. Now, if he gets grown where he can sign up without my permission, hey, more power to you, son. But you still got to deal with the consequences of your choice. You're following orders to murder innocent women and children. Come on, man. Come on now. You know better than the dope boys out here on the streets that sending these young boys out there to go sell their dope and to kill for them. Literally. So again, I'm going to end this video, but, you know, being a former military person myself, when they tried to send us over there to Iraq the first time, and I realized, like Muhammad Ali said, them Iraqis ain't never called me nigga. Literally. I ain't got no problem with them people. When you go back and look at Vietnam and Korea, those people over there, the Viet Cong and all these other people that we were fighting against, were trying to tell black people, this is not your fucking war. They treat us like shit. And then we the first ones that they throw on the front line in these illegal wars. It's crazy, man. So again, I did this video because I couldn't hold my peace no longer, man. You know, I see up and down my timeline, a lot of us are showing proudly showing our military pictures, and hey, I'm not knocking you for joining, but if you joined the military and didn't realize what that shit was and you still in denial, come on, man, shake back. Hey, y'all be blessed, man. Follow us on YouTube. We're gonna do a little bit of in-depth video this evening on this subject, plus a couple of more other subjects. Tonight we're gonna also talk about the so-called election, and don't be surprised, y'all, if a couple of states recall all the votes in those elections and make them redo the election in certain states. We're looking at a possible scenario for that to happen, and we'll go into a little bit greater detail. But again, hey, salute to all you veterans out there. But let's not forget the truth. Let's not forget all the veterans right now that's suffering from mental illness because of all the horrors that they seen overseas in a country that they had no business being in the first place, killing people that they should never even killed. So hey, until y'all see me on another video or check us out this evening on YouTube, this your boy Rod Thomas Jr. saying y'all have a safe and prosperous Veterans Day celebration, and y'all be blessed.